Hello everyone, today we will be solving some pairs of equations. Some will be a combination of linear equations, while some will be pairs of nonlinear equations, pairs that have a linear and a nonlinear. So we have a pair of linear equations here that requires us to solve by substitution. We have to observe both equations. For equation 2, there's an x multiplying by y. And for equation 1, y is equal to 2 plus x. We need to replace y with its value of 2 plus x. We have to now make equation 2 equal 5 after substituting the value for y. We now clear the brackets using the distributive law. X multiplied by 2 equals 2x. X times x gives x raised to the power of 2. We make the equation equal back 5. We end up having a quadratic equation since there is a variable in the equation that is raised to the power of 2. However, this quadratic equation is not in the standard form. For quadratic equations we should have the x squared term first. Then the x term that is not raised to 2. Then c, which is the last term. And that would be 5. We move it over and it will become a minus 5. Then we make the equation equal to 0. What we can do now is to use the quadratic formula to solve this equation. A link to a tutorial will be provided in the description on how to solve quadratic equations using the quadratic formula if you are not so clear. The formula is x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c over 2a. The coefficient of b is 2, we write it and make it a minus 2. B squared is the coefficient of 2 times itself and that equals 4. Minus 4 times a times c is simply minus 4 times the first coefficient which is a 1 times the last coefficient which is a minus 5. And we got positive 20. 4 plus 20 equals 24. And 2 times a is 2 times 1, that gives back 2. The minus 2 is divided into this 2 also, so we can write minus 2 divided into 2 and allow it to plus or minus with the square root of 24 over 2. Minus 2 divided into 2 equals minus 1. 24 is not a perfectly squared number so we leave it as it is. We have to now use equation 1 to find the value for y. To do that we substitute the value we have for x, which is equal to minus 1, plus or minus the square root of 24 over 2. For equation 1, we want a plus 2 with the value of x to find y. We only need to plus 2 with minus 1, we get y equals 1 plus or minus the square root of 24 over 2. And we are now finished finding the value for x and y. For this pair of equation, one is linear and one is nonlinear. The one that is nonlinear is equation 2 because it has a term that is raised to the power of 2. Both equations are equal y. And also both equation contains x. We need to make one of the equations equal x. Equation 1 is simpler to change and make x the subject. We move over 4 in front of y and it will become 4 minus y. To get x by itself, we divide both sides into minus 2. The minus signs will cancel each other. 2 divided into itself equals 1, 4 divided into 2 equals 2. So now transposed and got the equation to equal x. In equation 2 now. We want to replace all the x terms with 2 plus y. Everything in the first bracket is raised to the power of 2. Two raised to the power of 2 equals 4. Y raised to the power of 2 gives y squared. Minus 3 times 2 gives minus 6. Minus 3 times y gives minus 3y. Clearing the first bracket, we do 2 times 4, that equals 8. 2 times y squared gives 2y squared. We want to now look for like terms and group them. 8 minus 6 plus 1 equals 3. We bring down the plus and 2y squared along with 3y. Minus 3y and y are like terms, so we move it over behind y on the left-hand side and it will plus with y. 3y plus y equals 4y. We want to write this quadratic equation in the standard form. Using the quadratic formula to solve. We get y equal 4 plus or minus the square root of minus 8 over 4. To find x, we use this equation. Two plus 4 over 4 as a fraction is equal 3. Thank you for watching. Here are 2 for you to try. You can attempt them and send us your working out through our email provided in the description. And if you haven't, you can subscribe to our channel if you don't want to miss out on our weekly tutorials.